kidding me.
What? Oh, you got to be goddamn kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Hold on.
You need help?
No.
You sure?
Guys, my feet at the ground yet?
I doubt it.
Guys, am I close?
Just drop, you good.
Oh, okay.
Who doesn't know Kevin Hart? Although that's a rhetorical question, but if you don't, with all due respect, have you been living under a rock? Well, the American stand-up comedian is quite a well-known public figure. In fact, with a net worth of about $213 million, Hart is the highest-paid stand-up comedian on the planet. Apart from his super successful career as a comedian, Kevin Hart is also an actor and producer. His multiple income channels mean that he has got stacks of dollars pouring in every month. Add the brand endorsements and that makes a pretty neat monthly income. In 2016, the American comedian managed to earn about $87.5 million in total earnings. Well, that's a crapload of money. So, you must be wondering how Kevin Hart spends his millions. If so, you need to watch the video till the end to find out something amazing. Houses. With millions in his pocket, Hart can afford not one, but two different houses. He owns one in Tarzana, California, and another one in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Also, just by the way, if you aren't aware, Tarzana is a pretty posh neighborhood. And Hart has a pretty lavish house to match. With two garages to accommodate his multiple luxury cars, the house is pretty much an American dream house. It has not one but two fireplaces, 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a big spacious lounge. And oh, how can we forget the luxurious pool? The house is every bit as luxurious as you'd expect it to be. His house in Pennsylvania, on the other hand, is quite, what's the word for it? Ordinary. It's not something posh or luxurious, but it's still a house all right, and I am sure that a lot of you can agree that those things are expensive. Also, with Hart's recent collaboration with Bookings.com, you can rent the house for as low as $175 for a night. Plus, it isn't just about buying them, it's also about their maintenance, cleaning, furnishing, etc. Two houses don't necessarily mean two homes, but it most certainly means double expenses. But hang on. This isn't the end, there's much more left for you in the video, so watch till the end. Cars. If you are one of the 100 million people who follows Kevin Hart on Instagram, you must have seen him posing with one of his many cars. The guy gifted himself with not one, but two Ferraris on his birthday. One in red and one in black, just because he can. Apart from two Ferraris 488 GTB, Hart also owns a couple of some really cool luxury cars. He is the proud owner of a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Edition, Ford Mustang GT 500D, Pontiac GTO, GMC Yukon XL Denali, Aston Martin Vanquish, Ford Bronco, and a Land Rover Range Rover. I am sure that we don't have to do the math to conclude that this is a lot of money. In fact, when asked about the total number of cars he owns, Hart was highly embarrassed by the number and didn't reveal it. So, who knows, maybe he is more than those mentioned above. But Hart is a rich dude, and that means he can spoil himself with all the luxury cars that he wants. Wait for what's coming next. We bet it will make you drool. Luxury watches. Kevin Hart has a very impressive and rather expensive collection of luxury watches. Right now, he owns about 16 watches, out of which 6 are from Rolex. Surprised? Wait, there's more. Hart tends to favor 4 main brands: Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, and Richard Mille. Among his most prized possessions are Rolex Submariner, multiple Daytona pieces including their 50th anniversary limited edition Daytona watch. Apart from his love for Rolex, Hart is also very fond of his Patek Philippe Moonphase in 18K rose gold. He also owns at least 5 different pieces from Richard Mille. And if you don't know, the prices of these watches start from $85,000. So, yeah, Kevin Hart has one heck of a collection of luxury watches. But yeah, a rich guy like him can afford all the expensive stuff he wants. Who are we to judge? Before we dig deeper, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any update from us. Designer clothes. Although stand-up comedians don't have the mounting pressure to make a fashion statement, it doesn't hurt to dress up immaculately. This is precisely what our guy Kevin does. He didn't hail from a rich background, so he couldn't afford much growing up. But now that he has got the money, he can afford to wear all the luxury designer clothes that he wants. In fact, he is so fond of clothes that he admitted to wasting his entire first paycheck on jerseys. Not one or two, but a lot of them. He wouldn't exactly reveal how many, as he was too embarrassed to say. But he gave us that much. If I had to put a number on it, I would say it was stupid plus stupid, which equals stupid, okay? I don't even feel comfortable talking about it. We feel you, bro. Except that in our case, it is usually food, not sports jerseys. And of course, we don't have millions at our disposal. Anyhow, this just goes to show that Hart is pretty interested in clothes. He can be spotted wearing the finest brands. Although he has more of a smart casual style, he has given us some major style inspo with his red Dior suit. And anyone who isn't living under a rock knows how expensive those things can be. So, add clothes to the list of things Kevin Hart spends his money on. Hart spends religiously on his vacations as well. Luxurious vacations. The highly paid American comedian can be seen traveling all around the world in a private jet, no less. Last year he took a one-month vacation to Thailand with his family. His Instagram is filled with travel posts that you are free to check if you want to get jealous. But really, think about it, a one-month vacation in Thailand at the best luxury resorts, that has to cost a fortune. Especially considering that he usually travels with his family. His wife and children. Bahamas. St. Lucia. Mexico. Costa Rica. And all the exotic places on Earth, the guy has seen them all. Also, how can we forget the private jet? Again, we are no expert in finance, but that has to make him just some $1,000s poor. So, let's add a frequent luxury vacation to the list of things he spends his fortune on. Private jet. Now for someone that is the highest paid comedian on the planet and makes more money in a day than what we make yearly, it just doesn't click to fly in a regular airplane. And the fact that such a high-profile celebrity is gonna be bugged for selfies and autographs for the entire length of the plane ride. So, it shouldn't come as a surprise that Kevin Hart travels on a private jet. I mean, let's be honest here for a second. If we had $1 gazillion at our disposal, we would probably be doing the same. Although there is some confusion if he actually owns the private jet, or simply rents it. But whatever you think, simply fueling and maintaining a private jet costs you a pretty hefty amount of money. And then he couldn't have flown the jet by himself. So, he probably had to hire a pilot. Now, quick mental math would tell us that both of these options are pretty expensive. And considering that Hart travels very frequently, his comedy shows, vacations, and all, that's a lot of money being spent. The next one not just cost him millions of dollars but also made him earn a fortune too. Heartbeat, his production channel. By the way guys, you are a legend if you made it this far in the video, drop a like. Heartbeat is a name you may have come across before. Heartbeat Productions are Kevin's own production channel. It produces everything from movies, television or digital comedy. Although the production channel isn't doing so bad right now, it had taken a lot of money to kickstart this little venture. Probably $1 million or more. The company has its own, quite posh, office, that now takes up the entire floor of its original office building. Moreover, there are about 40 people employed in the Heartbeat Productions, right now. This means about $1,000 or more, in salaries plus a couple more for office maintenance, furniture, and gadgets. All in all, it was a pretty big investment. But according to various sources, including BusinessInsider.com, Heartbeat Productions is slowly climbing up the proverbial success ladder. So, kudos to Kevin Hart for managing it well. Well, that's our roundup of the top expenses from Kevin's $1 million income. What is your favorite thing about the top comedian? Let us know in the comments section. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon, so you don't miss any of our latest videos. Also check out one of our other interesting uploads on screen.